We can do as many takes as you want.
Yeah, we can. Okay. Hi, I'm Charlotte.
I'm Evie.
You're probably wondering what we're doing here on a boat.
What are we doing here on a boat, Charlotte?
Well, we own this boat. This is our boat. No, we own a boat.
We bought a boat.
We brought a boat.
Oh, we should do like clap so we know when we're in between takes.
Oh, good idea.
On Oslo.
Okay. Welcome to Oslo.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So we brought a boat, and it's a 21.6 foot classic wooden sailboat, a gaff cutter, built in the 60s most likely.
What's a gaff cutter, Charlotte?
Just Google it.
Fair.
Because this is the start of hopefully more videos, because there's a lot of work to do. There's repairs, there's tidying up, there's
Painting.
We're going to do a big haul out and do a lot of work, and it's very scary but exciting and intimidating.
But we've been doing real well so far.
We've been doing well. Without any further ado, let the tour commence. I gotta stop recording that so we have like all that. We've got these cute little shelves. We've got this really organised electrical box.
So that's going to need redoing.
That's gonna need some doing up. There's up out of the companionway and the boom and the sail. We got some sunglasses. We need a new fire extinguisher. Look at the view. Oh, I can't get it. And we have an Evie.
Hi.
And an anchor.
Oh yeah, look at this anchor.
Do you know what this anchor is called, Evie? This type of anchor?
A plough anchor.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's for mud?
It's for mud and sandy bottoms. And we got an anchor chain and an anchor rope and an anchor bucket, and we got some fenders back there. There's the fender. A big bouncy fender to fend away the dirs. We got a first aid. We got trans-coloured fairy lights that you can't see right now because it's too day. Okay. Wow, it's bright out there. We got some oars that we did up that were rotten.
A separate video on themselves.
Okay.
To be honest.
We'll make
They look like something that should be on a wall somewhere in like a fancy pub.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Do a tender video.
Do a tender.
And the tender is the name of the little dinghy. Well, not our name, but and we had to fix it up. And that's what you call the little boat that takes you out to your sailboat.
Oh. Yeah, the tender's not named yet, so we're still working on a name.
Here we are.
Here we are. In Deborah Bay.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
We made it.
I'm a little bit scared sitting on this. So, getting a sailboat has been a dream for a very long time. And we figured out that we could actually do it, and this one was going for a good price, so we did it.
And we made the decision in what? 2 days?
I think 2 days.
2 days.
Don't need to tell people how irresponsible we are.
Oh, sorry.
But no, it's awesome.
But I mean, it was a really, really incredibly easy decision to make, though.
It was.
Because
Yeah.
it's both something we both wanted just our whole
Really.
lives.
And it's my favorite kind of boat, and it's really cute, and it's a good first boat, and so we don't know how to do boat. We don't know how to motor or
No.
sail. We barely know how to row. Because we couldn't make it out earlier because it was too windy.
We did have to take a break at the pontoon.
Yeah. But we're going to learn all those things, and we're going to learn how to fix old wooden boats, which is also another dream of mine because I love woodworking, so great. And in the background you can see Port Chalmers over there, and I think my great-great-great-grandfather was the harbour master there or something like that, so it's in my blood.
Salty blood.
It feels right. Yeah, I have tasted it and it is salty,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, I don't know how to start.
I think I got the focus on it right.
Okay. So, over the past couple of months, we've been pretty much rebuilding the workshop in Charlotte's parents' garage. And the plan was that we were going to build a workshop and then we were going to get a van and then do up the van and then drive that around and make videos with the van.
Yeah.
And do nature documentaries because I'm a zoologist and just, you know,
Do interesting stuff.
do interesting stuff. And then we had this conversation where we were like, oh, you know, when we do this van thing, maybe one day we can upgrade to a boat. Oh, because the other thing as well is we were going to build a little adventure boat to go snorkeling that we were going to take out.
Yeah, we're going to build a tiny little sail dive platform boat outrigger, and it's going to be really cool, and we're so excited about it.
Oh, because last summer as well, we spent a lot of time snorkeling and
Yeah,
got a lot of cool records on iNaturalist,
yeah,
species range extensions and that kind of thing.
just getting photos of like
is really cool.
wildlife and stuff.
So we wanted to do more of that. But yeah, then we had this conversation where we were just like, you know what, we could get a boat one day. And that would be even cooler. And then we saw Oslo on Trade Meet.
Yeah,
And it was late one night in the garage. I think it was probably past midnight,
I think so.
which is not uncommon.
Yeah, we're night owls.
And I think I got really, really excited at first, and you were more cautious.
But then we realized that we could.
We could, and there was nothing actually stopping us.
Yeah,
But the great thing about wooden boats is that you can fix everything on them if you know how.
yeah,
And we're pretty good at figuring out how to do things.
yeah. We almost know how.
We don't know how right now, but we know how to learn to know how, I think. So yeah, and then we went out to look at Oslo for the first time, I think the day after Boxing Day? Or
Yeah.
2 days after Boxing Day?
Yeah,
And we were really nervous because we don't know anything about boats that the person selling Oslo would be apprehensive about selling her to us, especially because we didn't know, you know, what we'd do immediately after buying her. Like, you know, would we have to take it off the mooring? Would we have to find a place in the marina? How would we get it to the marina? It's like, we just had no answers to any of those questions. But then when we got here, the person selling her basically said that we were the dream people to be selling her to because he just wanted to sell her to someone who was going to restore her properly, which
Yeah.
is exactly what we want to
it's
do.
perfect. Yep, and it was surprisingly simple to own a boat all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
And we're on this mooring until the end of January. After that, we are going to take her down to the marina,
Yep.
all the way down the channel, which is a scary prospect, right?
Yeah, we only just figured out how to do the engine, like turn it on,
Oh, that was okay.
which was terrifying to me. But
Yeah.
very cool.
We'll make a plan, really. I think
Yeah,
just
start fixing stuff,
yeah,
the important bits first.
and we have all that time to learn how to boat, to learn how to do boat.
Can you hold it to me?
Yeah,
Do I look good? Do I look beautiful?
you look beautiful.
Okay, and like hold it up under here so it's kind of like stable. When you say it. So we just jumped right in the deep end willingly, and it's very scary owning a boat, but it's very exciting and very cool, and I'm so excited. I'm trying to think of more what to say. Okay, so I think the first thing that we need to fix is there's quite a squishy rotten patch above the waterline on the hull, and the hull is made out of, it's called double diagonal mahogany, and it's got like these mahogany planks going one way and in behind another way. And so we need to fix that ASAP, and there's so many things to do up and fix on this boat. Like, I mean, all the paint everywhere, like inside out, cabin, everything. Some of the rigging needs replaced. We need new ropes because they're kind of chafed. We need to do up the rigging, which we need to learn about first. We need to do like varnish and paint on the wood and check the condition of like the spars, like the mast and everything. New anti-fouling on the bottom to stop it getting all covered in barnacles and that sort of thing. And yeah, all the electrics, which we'll cut in some footage now of the current state of the electrics. I just realised this is giving me like a little moustache.
Well, you need a moustache because you're a sailor now.
Exactly.
You did say that we both needed moustaches.
We both need moustaches now because we're on a boat and we're sailors.
I used to have a moustache. What did I do with it?
Oh, where did it go?
I don't know.
You have to dig around. But this boat is a really special boat. There's like, it's well made and it's got so much bronze fittings, which is really cool. And it's a classic yacht. It's like a traditional boat. The rig is quite a traditional style.
We think it was made in the late 50s.
Yeah, late 50s, early 60s, in Picton, here in New Zealand. Apparently she's been all around New Zealand. Apparently she used to run homemade run from Bluff to Stewart Island, which is very cool. She's got stories to tell, and
we're going to tell them.
Yeah, we're going to tell them. We're doing the research to try to figure out the history because it's really interesting and cool. And also, we don't actually know much about this, so when we're filling out the forms to like join the yacht club, it's like, what's the like designer and the model of the boat, and we just have to put unknown because we're not actually sure. Like previous owners have claimed different things, but we can't easily verify that. So we've got a lot of research to do, but we have some good leads, so we'll do some videos digging into that. This is daunting, but so worth it. Yeah, okay.
Are you filming me? We're having pasta in a kettle because we left the pot at home, which is probably not going to be the best one, right? Ooh, cool!
I love the fish pasta. It's so fitting. We had herring last time, like true sailors.
And now we have stolen salmon. Sorry, Elizabeth. Oh, you know what you can do when that happens? When it starts boiling over,
Yeah.
if you put a little bit of oil in, it breaks up the bubbles.
Cool. Is that why you put the oil in?
Yeah.
I never realized.
Yeah, because it breaks the surface tension on the bubbles.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna have to wash the kettle out. Because the kettle's gonna be all oily. Which means we'll have to take the kettle back to wash the kettle.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably forget it next time.
And if we run out of tea, it's going to be Coast Guard on the phone immediately.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a Mayday call, right?
Yeah.
Sure
it
it
is. According to Tom English.
Tell me again.
I just started.
Oh, cool. So I don't want to lose any pasta.
Richard is throwing your
Sorry.
favourite can opener.
I hope you didn't need it tonight. I was in a rush. No, also it's going to smell anchovies.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Normal. Salmon. Ooh. She's fancy. Browned off the salmon. I'm going to deglaze the pan with some tomatoes. Fancy. And we're nearly done. So I'm hoping the anchovies have made it salty enough because we've got spring salt.
Salt everywhere, but I'm not a bite to eat.
I think we're done.
Yay!
Just put the pasta back in. I'm tempted to just be like, I have to keep talking, but then it's just like, oh, that's what editing. Okay, hopefully this is good. Otherwise I'm going to be highly self-critical.
Classic.
Dun, 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 dun. To the Gordon Ramsay.
Can do a mega close up. There we go. Ooh. Evie is practicing tying a bowline.
Under that one, over that one, under that one, and then bowl it back where it came from. Like that. Wait.
Perfect.
I got it!
You nailed it. Yes, well done, Evie.
I'm really proud of this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get the lights, the atmosphere. We got these really cool trans lights.
Oh, you see the
nav
trans
lights.
lights now?
You can.
Is everyone going to be able to see them?
Up in the doghouse. Which I still haven't checked if that's what this raised part is called, but I'm pretty sure. Every time I say it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Initially, I thought that bit was the doghouse.
Oh,
Like,
why?
I don't know. I don't know why I had that in my head.
I think that's the doghouse. I'm joking. Sorry, I'm just mocking you. I'm sorry.
In front of all of these people.
Yeah.
You know what this is? Leave a comment.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually plan to stay here tonight.
Yeah, we didn't plan to stay here, but we realized that we have enough stuff to stay here, and because we just didn't want to leave because we love our boat so much.
So now we're here.
Now we're here.
And luckily I bought breakfast.
Yes, Evie baked a big, like, cake-shaped scone.
Scone cake.
It's delicious, and it's a good breakfast.
Yeah.
And we have some in our provisions.
And we have chocolate. We have chocolate.
We have chocolate, which we left here last time, which was such a good idea. Except we will need to clean all that pasta, salty pasta, starchy.
I reckon
Mess
it'll
up
actually
the
make the tea
kill.
taste better.
I think you're right.
It might have a tiny hint of anchovy, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's okay. We can deal with that. We've been through harder things than that, haven't we?
Don't we have?
Yeah.
Sorry, we like to sweat.
We will tell that story about Tom Cunliffe
Oh, we will.
sometime.
Yeah.
Because that's actually, like, part of the story of why we got a boat.
It is. So I think we do need to tell that story.
Yeah. Or maybe we could tell it right now.
Oh, we could.
Okay, I'm gonna... So, we go to the dump shop a lot. It's one of my favorite places in the world. We found this really cool, big, like, retro boat painting print of a gaff cutter, a pilot cutter from Bristol, as I found out because I looked it up, and it's like, we'll show a photo of it here. It's like, found out about Bristol pilot cutters and how they were like these really fast sailboats in like the late 19th century, the very start of the 20th century, and they were competing with each other to get out to the big boats. The pilot would go on board and then sail them in because it's really treacherous waters there. And so I think I actually have an ancestor who was a pilot here back in the day in Otago Harbour. But anyway, so I was looking it up. I found this series on YouTube called The Boats That Built Britain, which is presented and written by this amazing guy called Tom Cunliffe. He's like this kind of like old British man who's spent his whole life sailing, and he's just so good at storytelling. And I like watched some of his other videos, and they're just incredibly funny and great. And maybe we could cut in some clips of our favourite quotes from him right here.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing, sitting here beside this funny old chair. Well, here's the story. They have to move, not me. That's the unwritten law of the sea. Never go to sea without a bent coat hanger.
And like Tom Cunliffe's so good because there's this one video and he's like talking about this boat that changed his life, and he's all teary-eyed, and we'll cut that in here.
And it changed my life. Once you've done 10 knots in this boat, you never look back. There's absolutely nothing like it.
And it was just so touching. Just says in his videos, just do it. Just jump in a boat, go sailing, just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah, and it was just very inspiring. And so that also influenced our decision to be like, maybe we could get a boat one day. Oh my God, that's always been a dream. Actually, rewinding, when Evie and I met like about a year ago, we went for this big walk on the beach here. Like, we're just hanging out. Did we swim and like snorkel a little bit then? I think we did.
We might have, I think we did a little
Very
bit.
cool. We found a good spot.
Yeah.
And we were just like getting to know each other then, and we were like talking about our like lifelong boat fantasies, like building a boat or living on a boat or something cool like that. And it's so wild to think that a year later we would both have a boat. Like, could not see that coming. Very exciting, very good, yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so that's more of the story. I wish I had a pipe like my grandfather.
There's a big spider.
Whoa. You can just make it out. Whoa, that's quite a big spider. There's a lot of spiders on this boat. The water's real calm, it's real nice out tonight. Like, we chose a good night to stay.
We did.
There's the cabin. Good morning. I think I slept okay. How did you sleep?
Not great.
Not great.
I did sleep.
It was a bit rough. I needed an extra sleep in the morning. But last night we got a torch, some torches over the water's edge, and there was like all of these krill and these little invertebrates, which are really cool.
Euphotic krill.
Euphotic krill.
Yeah.
And like shining the light, and then we block the light, and then they all like
Bioluminesce.
yeah, bioluminescent krill.
Yeah.
Or like these little like dots zooming everywhere, which is super cool. When I did my scuba diving course, we got to do that underwater, which was like one of the most amazing things I've ever done. But it is hard to get on video. And at one point, Evie was just like, "Oh my God!" and it was just like a seahorse.
Seahorse just like wandered over. It was crazy.
Yeah, like just right at the surface, just like drifting away, which is pretty cool. We had to get up in the middle of the night, and I had to like tie down some of the loose stays, and the rudder was a little bit loose and kind of clunky back and forth, and it was just like bothering me.
There was one shackle
Yeah,
deck that just
it
clicks.
clicks and clunks, and then like just right, it's like
Drive people nuts who are trying to sleep down below.
like over and over. But
Yes, that kept us up.
yeah, it's pretty calming out here. But anyway, that's enough for video number 1. Thank you for watching, and we are planning to make more, especially of the restoration work, which will be really big. So thank you, peace and love.
Bye.
Goodbye.